music to get us started?
All callers are muted.
Hi, everybody. I'd like to welcome you all to our Zilis National Presentation Call. It is my honor and privilege to introduce tonight's speaker, my very long-time friend and colleague, Ms. Sarah Salvell, Regional Ambassador with Zilis. Sarah joined Zilis in mid-September of last year, 2017, and has embraced this exciting opportunity with her entire being. A fantastic leader, knows this project inside and out in the business, and a mentor and a friend, and I'm just excited to introduce her and Okay, welcome everyone. Dana, thank you so much for that very kind and very generous introduction. As Dana mentioned, I joined Zilis. It feels just like yesterday, but on September the 9th. And one of the things that I'm going to share with you tonight is how to get started and how to share Zilis. And I'm going to talk to you about asking two people. And Dana, my very first person that I shared Zilis with, and the second person was my mom. So stay tuned. That's a preview as to what's to come earlier in the evening. Tonight, I want to thank you all for opening your heart, and I want to ask you to open your mind to the hemp industry. It's not every day that we have an opportunity to learn about full-spectrum hemp CBD oil. The hemp industry is wide open. You might be the first of your peers to even hear about Zilis. One of the things I'd like to do, and Jenny Lusby did this at our first meeting in Paducah that we held in September, was how do you pronounce Zilis? Is it Zilis? Is it Zilis? And I will be the first to admit it took me about a week to say Zilis. And I was introduced to Zilis September 9th. My best friend from college, Anna Fenton. She is one of those people that when she calls you, you listen. And I anticipate that the reason why many of you are on the call tonight is because you also have a friend, a peer, a colleague that called you and encouraged you to listen to our message, to our story. So for those of you that are following online, the webinar is ziliswebinar.com. And I'm going to go ahead and move forward to slide number 2. And talk to you a little bit about the company and where we were and how we were founded. If you look here, you'll see there's 3 people on the front page here. We have front and center Stephen Thompson, our co-founder and CEO. Standing next to him is his lovely wife, Angie Thompson. She's our co-founder and COO. And on the other side, we have Dr. Derek De Silva, our chief fiscal officer. So to tell you a bit about the Thompsons, several years ago, Steve Thompson flew to Haiti on a business trip. And while he was there, he experienced a serendipity moment. Have you ever had a moment in your life when you kind of went, aha? Well, that is what happened to Steve Thompson. He left that trip and he knew he had to do something because while he was there, for the first time in his life, he witnessed childhood malnutrition. He saw children that were completely malnourished. They were some of the children were deaf, some of the children were blind, some of the children, their growth was stunted due to malnutrition. And he walked away and he thought, I need to do something different. And he walked away with a 6-figure income in partnership with his wife, Angie. And in 2015, started Zilis. And Zilis in Swahili means 2 words, and that is to multiply nutrition. So one of the things that attracted me the most to our company was this pay it forward mission, was the opportunity to help children with malnutrition. And we will go into more information about how every single product we sell, every single bottle of the UltraCell CBD full spectrum that you buy offers 60 days of nutrition to those children. Proven studies show that 60 days of this nutrition supplement can stop malnutrition in its tracks. So without further ado, Stephen and Angie started in 2015 in Dallas, Texas. Stephen and Angie bring over 20 years of direct marketing experience. Steve Thompson is a leader in the industry, very well respected, very renowned for his experience with direct marketing. And he also has experience globally with working within 40 different countries around the world. These are business-minded people with giving hearts, and I am so excited to be part of Zilis, multiplying nutrition and helping people feel better. In partnership with Dr. Derek De Silva, Dr. De Silva brings to us, not only is he our Chief Medical Officer, he brings over 30 years of medical experience. He is an internal medicine doctor, and he still sees patients every single day in New Jersey. Not only is he an expert in Western medicine, but he is also an expert in Eastern medicine, and he is currently the founding president of the American Nutraceutical Foundation. Dr. De Silva has the pleasure and the opportunity to vet and pick and review every single product that it has to offer to patients throughout the United States today and globally very soon. He also, you might have heard of Derek De Silva. If you were to get on and Google, you would see his name attached to functional medicine, and he is one of the gurus in nutraceuticals. You can see on the slide here, he is the expert leader that NBC, ABC, CNN calls for information on this industry. Now, you're not here to hear about me, but I will tell you just a little bit about myself. My name is Kara Salvell, and I live in Paducah, Kentucky, and I have over 15 years in the healthcare industry in sales and marketing. And you know, it was interesting when my friend Ann Nicole called me on September the 9th. You know, I thought, oh, I don't know about direct marketing. I don't know if this is for me. And many of you might have that question in your mind tonight. You might be a traditional business owner. But I tell you what me was not only the Pay It Forward company and all the opportunities we have to help malnourished children in Haiti and soon to be malnourished children in the United States, but also I started listening to Ann Nicole telling me about the hemp industry. And I tell you what, there's supposed to be a 400% growth alone, at least over the last year, and there's supposed to be 100% growth in the hemp industry by the year 2020. So with that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what does Zilis have to offer. Zilis offers world-class products. And if you're looking on the slide deck, I've now gone to slide number 3. And many of you might have dialed 9 to hear about our UltraCell full-spectrum hemp CBD oil. But I tell you what, Zilis offers over 200 products that are vested and vetted alone from Dr. De Silva himself. And Zilis took a look at Amazon as the business platform. Many of you know that Amazon manufactures 0 products, has 0 storefronts, but yet is the largest and fastest growing manufacturer in the world. It's interesting because the founder of Amazon actually started selling books out of his garage. It's the same business model and concept. We offer the best products in class: essential oils, sports, nutrition, pet care. If you look at this list here, the list goes on and on. Just like Amazon, they provide the products and Amazon is a distributor. Well, that's what Zilis does. And our goal is to be a platform of wellness, is to be the Amazon of wellness in the industry, for the hemp industry. For example, two of my favorite products, in addition to the CBD hemp oil, is I love using the Safe For You cleaning products. And those of you that know me, might be listening, know that I am not a cleaning person. I do not enjoy cleaning my house, but the Safe For You products offer two products that can clean every single thing in my house. And I tell you what, I also enjoy being tan, and the spray tan is fantastic. You know, I've heard for years that tan fat looks better than white fat, so I am able to use the spray tan, but it's organic, it's natural, it's streak-free, and there are no chemicals. But if you look at the list, Zilis also offers anti-aging products, and also, which these are the right in their products, which are 100% organic. Starting my Sun Pet Nutrition. I'm not going to talk to you about all 200 products tonight because we only have a short power hour, but I will want to share with you, I would like to introduce the Zen Artericell. The Zen Artericell, so if you take that back, and if I had all the lines unmuted, I want you to think in your mind for just a moment, what is the leading cause of death in the United States? And it happens to be the same leading cause of death around the world. It's the same leading cause of death 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and the list goes on. And that answer is heart disease. Well, Zen Artericell has a breakthrough approach. It's a supplement that supports vascular health with over 20 years and $20 million of research with clinical proven results. And one of the things that scientists and research has shown over the last 20 plus years in medicine is that it's not so much what's in the blood, despite all of the agents and anticoagulants that are on the market, but it's the condition of the blood vessel walls. And every single blood vessel has a gel-like lining. It's the endothelial glycocatus. I've been practicing saying that all day long, so just for giggles, I'm going to say it again. The endothelial glycocatus. Dana is smiling at me. Lining is it helps the blood flow smoothly through your body. And as we age, he's exposed to stress. It might be exposed to alcohol, tobacco abuse, and the lining deteriorates over time. And I kind of like to think of it like a Teflon pan. There's nothing better than that first day when you fry some eggs on a smooth Teflon pan, but then one of your kids gets a hold of it, puts it in the dishwasher, and scrapes it up with all kinds of metal, and it just starts getting broken in, and things start sticking to it. Well, that's what happens to your blood vessels in the body. You have things like cholesterol and fat and plaque sticking to the lining. So what we have found with the Zen Artericell is there is a rare seaweed that mimics the endothelial lining, and it actually conditions those blood vessel walls and helps the blood flow smoothly through your body. Think of all the people you know that might benefit from just this product alone. It can help improve circulation, it can help people improve their feet, their eyes, and their brain. So that's just one of the many products that Zilis has to offer to patients. So now, drum roll, I feel like it's a little bit more Justin Timberlake here, is I would like to introduce to you Ultracell. Ultracell is the new gold standard, clinically researched, wide array of benefits, every area of health impacted, full spectrum hemp CBD oil. Now, isn't that exciting? I tell you what, I don't know about you, but how many of you actually have heard about CBD or hemp oil? Not me. I'd heard about marijuana my whole life. I am a Kentucky girl, but not until September 9th was I zoned in and clued in through the conversations that I had with Aaron and Nicole, that I really started to learn about hemp oil and CBD oil. Without there being any THC, THC is the psychotropic element. It makes people high. That's what makes marijuana illegal. And that is the female side of the plant, the buds. That's the marijuana. The male side of the plant is hemp. And you might have heard of industrial hemp. And it's extracted and it's legal in all 50 states. And one of the things you might do is you might actually be Googling different things. There are thousands of studies. One of the resources that I use is PubMed through the National Institute of Health. And there's many, many different disease states that can help, that CBD oil can help. And what I'm here today is I'm not here to claim or to state that CBD cures, treats, or prevents any disease. What I am here to share with you is that every single human body is designed and hardwired with an endocannabinoid system. And within that endocannabinoid system, within our body, every single cell in our body has a CBD1 and a CBD2 receptor from head to toe, and they are readily available to receive cannabinoid, which can impact all aspects of health. It was interesting. I've heard lots of speculation and lots of news. Once you get tuned into something, I feel like everywhere I look, I hear about the hemp industry now. I hear people saying the next generation giant. It's front page of the news. They're actually opening a hemp plant in Marshall County, 20 minutes from Paducah, Kentucky, in just a few months. I also heard another one of our ambassadors claim that hemp was the gold mine of our time. That really made me stop and think. The gold mine of our time. But it's not the gold. It's got the impact on our health. And what I'll tell you is there are thousands of CBD oils available on the market. But not all CBD oils are created the same. And it's really important as you're Googling and as you're researching and as you're starting to explore the hemp industry that you keep that in mind. So as we go to the next slide, I want to talk to you tonight, and I'm excited and I'm thrilled to share with you the power of full spectrum hemp oil. What Zilis offers in not only our UltraCell, but all 7 CBD oil lines, it's more than just CBD. There's over 400 compounds from the entire plant. The UltraCell is USDA certified organic hemp from Colorado. The CBD is from Kentucky and from Canada. The superior formulation. And if you look at the slide here, for those of you that are online with me tonight, you can see that there's over 7. This kind of lists 7 different categories of our full spectrum hemp oils. First and foremost, we do have the cannabinoids. Number 2, we have the flavonoids, which are very important antioxidants. We have number 3, the terpenes, which are antimicrobial, and they help fight bacteria and infections. There's vitamins, minerals, combined with omega fatty acids. You get your full daily dose. It's the perfect blend. But most importantly, you add all of these together, and they are water soluble. So, one of the things that we have shown over time is CBD oils are 100%, are mostly all oil based. They are not water soluble. And we've all heard the phrase oil and water don't mix. So with CBD oils that have get over the recent history, human body can only absorb 6 to 10% of those oils. So what Zilis has to offer is a proprietary technology. And the proprietary technology takes our CBD oil and the full spectrum of all the 400 compounds from the plant to make the full spectrum hemp oil. So this is why people have extraordinary benefits from not just the CBD component of the Ultracell, but from the entire product. They get maximum results. So if you look, the next slide, we're going to talk a little bit about this proprietary technology. And one of the things, too, is I've mentioned earlier, you can go on PubMed. You can look at all of the different CBD articles in the various disease states. But very few CBD oils that are on the market today actually have scientific research. And this is the very first study that we have published, our proprietary technology that makes our CBD full-spectrum hemp oil water-soluble. And what this talks about is the rapid onset of action, the massive absorption, and the bioavailability. So with previous CBD oils or some that are on the market, you only absorb 6 to 10%. This technology that's proprietary to Zilis enables our hemp oil to be absorbed up to 85% in the body. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd much rather pay for something that has 85% absorption versus 6 to 10%. So the big question is, so we've talked about the technology, we've talked about the hemp industry, but how do you share it? How do you share it? And I'm very excited if you take a look on this next slide, and this is slide number, let's see, I'm not sure what number we're on. We are on slide number 8, is the Ultracell Challenge. So what we encourage you to do is to try it. This for 7 consecutive days, 1 to 2 times a day, 1 ml, based on your needs. No lifestyle change. So, you know, a lot of these different supplements, and I'm guilty, when you try a new diet, you've got to change everything. But we do not want you to stop taking medicine. You're not working out, don't start working out. It's that simple. Just add it to your life. 1 ml underneath the tongue. You hold it for 30 seconds and then swallow. And this allows our full-spectrum Ultracell CBD hemp oil to directly absorb into the bloodstream sublingually. That simple. Now, I will state, I have announced for the month of January, from January 1st to the 29th, if you go to ultracellchallenge.com, take your 7-day challenge, and then share with us your testimonial, submit a video online, and then you will be eligible for prizes. So we'll be doing drawings of $10,000 in prizes, everything from free Ultracell products, free Zilis products, Cancun trips, cash money. We want to hear from you, and we want to hear from your friends and your peers how Ultracell within 7 days is making a difference. Personally, I take Ultracell, the full spectrum hemp oil. I take it for my anxiety and for sleep. And I tell you what, I have not slept like this, like I have in the last 4 months, in years. And then I always have to talk about my sweet mom, and she suffers from sciatic nerve pain. And my mother, Jenabelle, has had an NSAID in over 180 days. Everyone has a different story. Again, I'm not making any medical claims, but how would you feel if you didn't have to take an NSAID? How would you feel if you could sleep? The list goes on and on and on. The next slide is not only is how do you share it, but I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again, is every single purchase, you make a difference. It's called social entrepreneurship. Every bill you buy enhances not only potentially your quality of life or someone else's, but you're also buying a child in need of 60 days of nutrition. Boom. You can stop malnutrition in 60 days. There were over 1 million daily servings of nutrition were provided from Zilis alone in 2017. I'm going to go, y'all, that is more than UNICEF. And our goal is over 20 million daily servings in 2018. I just have to give Zilis an applaud, and I got goosebumps. To me, that makes a difference. So not only can you feel better, help other people feel better, but wow, you can really make a difference. Now here is where we get kind of into the fun stuff. How do you get involved? I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I don't like to buy things full price. I like things wholesale. So there's lots of different ways to buy this product. Retail. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm jumping ahead. I apologize. So actually, we're going to talk about how ways you get paid. Excuse me. I got so excited. I was jumping into getting y'all involved before I talked to you about the Zilis career path. And I tell you what, I've worked for men. I was taught. I went to college. I got a job. I'm going to work for the man. I still have another 10, maybe 15 until I retire, and I get one way to get paid. But however, with Zilis, there are 7 ways to get paid. You can set your own hours. You can work from home. There is unlimited potential with Zilis. So what I'm going to do now, here we go. Now we're getting into the different ways you can buy at wholesale and keep the difference. The retail profits are very, very, very lucrative. So if you look at the next slide, you can buy low and sell high. We have many just here in Western Kentucky, hair salons, doctor's offices, chiropractors, dermatologists, dentists, acupuncture, health food, wellness stores, fitness centers. We even have some of our ambassadors that are going to trade shows. And one of our ambassadors in Indiana made $20,000 selling. At this time, they were selling the 7 CBD hemp oil. For 17 days, they made $20,000 at the Indiana State Fair. We have another hair salon here in Western Kentucky where she sold over 500 bottles in the month of November alone. Social media. We hear stories of ambassadors that are getting on social media, and with one post, they're able to sell. One of our ambassadors earning $50 in an hour just from one post on social media. So there's lots of different ways to buy wholesale, sell retail, and then keep the difference. And obviously, you can buy in bulk with an opportunity to get up to 300% opportunity for you. Now, if you take a look at the next way we get paid, and that is through team building. So this is my favorite part, my absolute favorite part about being on Zilis. And I'll tell you, I mentioned earlier, I was a naysayer. No way, Jose, will I ever get involved in direct marketing until I got that phone call. So at Zilis, there are lots and lots of different ways to build your you, and then you share. And you share with a binary system with one person on your left and one person on your right. And as I mentioned, I have my dear friend Dana here on my left, and I've got my mother on my right. And then I encourage them to share to 2 more people. And then you duplicate. Then you help them share to 2 more and 2 more and 2 more. And at Zilis, we call it the 4x4. Where you can actually, if you take a look at the slide here, you can earn up to $250 a week, all the way up to $25,000 a week. I'm sorry, excuse me, what? I did say $25,000 a week. When I started with Zilis in September, there were ambassadors, the max was 10,000. So this company is growing and growing and growing. We have about 4,000 ambassadors today, and the goal for 2018 is 40,000 ambassadors. So just imagine the potential that you have. But not only as you build your team, but you get paid on those personal enrollments. You can get up to $130 on those personal enrollments, up to 20% on team enrollment, paid through unlimited levels at $25,000 a week. Now, many of us, and I still do have my full-time job, and I work. And I work for my insurance, and I work to pay for my car, and I work for my retirement. Never have I ever heard of a direct marketing company where you can actually get all of these things, and these are part of your 7 ways that you get paid. These are part of your benefits. So after, I mentioned that you call this the 4x4. So once you start to share with 4 people and then help them share with 4 people, you start getting benefits. But just by sharing with 4 people alone, that's when you get the blessing bonus, which is up to $500 a month. Wait a minute. What is a blessing bonus? Zilis actually pays us money to give away, and you have to give it away. And as you move your way up through the different levels, you can actually start with $100 up to $500 a month, where you get to choose the charity of choice. You could give the $100 to your church. You can tip, give the waiter an extra tip. You can give it to a friend. You can give it to a fundraiser. I've actually donated to my church, and we've started an art program in our community. I've also donated to people at Christmas at some of our local school was collecting money, and I got to help that family provide Christmas. The list goes on, but we have to give it away. The blessing bonus, again, we have our Pay It Forward company, and I love it. The next part of your benefit package is the Jeep. Who here, I have the lines are muted, but I'm going to ask Dana. Dana, you want to drive a Jeep?
Absolutely.
Okay, Dana absolutely wants to drive a Jeep. So once you share it for 4 and then you help them get their 4 people on board, you are on the way to the Jeep Club, where you can earn anywhere from $400 to $1,200 a month, or you can get half of it in cash if you don't want the Jeep. So it's possible to earn your blessing bonus and even your Jeep bonus within the first month. I tell you what that Jeep does is it not only symbolizes Zilis, but driving that Jeep around town, it symbolizes the children that you've fed, the number of people that you've helped with the product. Okay, what? It's a lot of fun, but it doesn't stop there. There's also health care and a global pool. I know many of us work past retirement for health care. It's real. It is an everyday issue. Zilis offers health care up to $1,500 a month. I tell you what, I have several regional ambassadors already that are taking advantage of this healthcare program, and amazing. And then once you get your healthcare covered, Zilis doesn't stop there. We have a retirement global pool where patients, ambassadors can get up to 2% per quarter. If you take a look at the next slide, it's about the generational bonus. And that is the foundation of your residual income. So you duplicate the 4x4, and then you go 6 generations deep. And if you take a look at this slide, it shows generation 1, you get 5% royalties from those 4 teammates. Then those people personally sponsor the next generation. You get another, and then they personally sponsor number 3. And then when you get to level 4, 5, and 6, so you continue rolling and you continue to earn that residual income. That is fantastic. You get paid not only on your own team, but your global team. Now, if you take a look at the next slide, let's scroll on down here. You have infinity bonuses with unlimited potential income. These are infinity fast starts, infinity residuals, and infinity matching. So we've talked about the 7 different ways that you can get paid. So you might be thinking, okay, I've been listening to Tara for 35 minutes, and I am not a salesperson. Well, good, because we do not sell people. We want you to be a share person. To succeed in business, we want you to become a great share person. All you have to do are 3 things. Can you share a video? Can you share a website? And then share the Ultra Cell Challenge. It is that simple. And we have seen massive success with this share program. And I mentioned earlier in the call, and I'm going to repeat it. I need to repeat it 7 times, I think, for it to become a habit. The ultracellchallenge.com. And that is where you can encourage patients to take the 7 days, try UltraCell for 7 days between January 1st and January 29th. Submit the video and then draw for prizes. Now, not only do you share the product, we've talked about how to get paid, we've talked about how to share. So now you're like, okay, this is where the sales comes in. How do I get involved? And again, there's multiple ways to get involved. You can get involved with retail. You can get involved wholesale. So what I encourage everyone that joins after you goes under you. So the most important thing I'm going to tell you tonight is whatever you do, if you have an inkling idea that you want to try the product, that you want to share the product, you know some people that might have some aches and pains, someone that might benefit from ultrasound, I encourage you to sign up at least bronze today. And what you get with that bronze package for $199, you receive one large and one mini of the UltraCell Full Spectrum Hemp Oil. You will earn 10% off your binary team, and what that means is up to $250 a week. That's $1,000 a month. I don't know about you, but $250 a week and $1,000 a month makes a big difference for every income, every family in the United States. And you have the opportunity to buy UltraCell hemp oil and all of the Zilis products at wholesale. Plus, you get your entire year, wholesale for an entire year in your back office. You know, this again is kind of thinking about the Costco Sam's sales model. The next opportunity, if you're starting to think, you know, I'm not only interested in this for myself, but I'm also interested in sharing it with other people. The next two opportunities to become an ambassador are silver and gold. The silver package comes in at $5.99. You get 2 large bottles, 12 minis. You have up to $1,000 you can earn per week in your earning potential from your binary, 10% matching, but you actually make back investments. You can retail just with those 2 bottles and 12 minis or $800. So you can earn back not only your back office, your wholesale price, and your investment, but you can actually make money as soon as you sell your product. And the same thing with the gold. You know, you might be thinking, wow, you know, I really want to get involved, and I'm ready. I want to get set up for success, and I want to start earning all 7 ways within my first month as a company. And y'all, it sounds outrageous, but it's true. I actually became an area ambassador with my blessing and my Jeep bonus within my first 30 days. The gold package at $12.99, the product alone retails over $1,800. You get 7 of the large UltraCell Full Spectrum Hemp Oil bottles, 24 minis, 20% of your maximum binary team, $2,500 a week earning potential, and 20% double match. Y'all, again, I'm going Kentucky on you. I actually had all of my products sold before I even had the product shipped to my house in Kentucky. True story. I could not believe how this product was helping people and getting the ambassadors online. And I tell you what, when I joined, I was sitting there, I was like, I need to think, I need to research, I need to study. At the time in September, there was getting ready to be a big national meeting in Indianapolis in a couple of weeks. And I thought, I just need to process this. And Nicole said, you do not have time. You have got to get involved today. And she was right, because I pre-sold all of my products. I had, I think 6 personally sponsored, and underneath them already 20, 30 people already getting the product within 2 weeks. So that many number of people were getting benefit from UltraCell. So I didn't wait. So what I encourage you to do, you can tell I get a little bit passionate about getting involved. Whatever level you want to come in, secure your position. And here is why. What does the future hold? And we've mentioned it earlier, there's 700% projected growth by 2020 in the hemp industry. I'm not making this up. This is from Forbes magazine. Take a look at Time, the Wall Street Journal, Fortune, Newsweek. The hemp industry is getting ready to explode. And if you're wondering where we are now, and so no matter what business industry you're in, if you take a look at this slide, this is the S curve, the curve of prosperity. You come up with your business idea and it formulates. And then you start to get concentrated. And then it starts to be momentum and it booms and then it stabilizes. And this is a standard business model that we have seen over and over and over again. And again, this is another reason when I got that phone call and that I stepped back, and I had been approached from many of my friends over the years to do different direct marketing opportunities, and it just wasn't the right timing because many of those companies were already well into stabilization, 10 plus years. But when I heard the opportunity with Zilis and the potential in the next 2 years of 700% growth, I thought, you know what? Not only can I help people, but I can get in at the right time. And what this curve of prosperity shows is that 90% of the wealth, it's not paid out to all the people at the top. 90% of the wealth of your company is paid out to the pioneers, the people that invest early in the company. So what I want you to do is get started today. Whether you come in bronze, silver, or gold, there's lots of opportunity at every single stage. And another unique quality that's really exciting about Zilis is not only can you get started, but let's say you come in bronze. There's no penalty. You can upgrade to silver for the exact same difference at any time. There's not a time frame. You can come in at your leisure. But I tell you what, once you're in and get started and you start sharing, again, I've talked about Dana as my first on my left. My mom is my number one chairperson. She does not sell. She has breakfast, lunch, and dinner with her friends every single day, and she sends me so many leads. I can't keep up with all of her friends that are now benefiting from UltraCell full spectrum hemp oil, and she is sharing. So I'm like, Mama, don't sell, just keep sharing. So that's what I want you to encourage you to do today. Get your Jeep this month. Build your 4x4. Join or upgrade with a gold pack. Personally enroll 4 golds, and then you can help your 4 get their 4. Tell you what, it's a really exciting when you earn that Jeep. You get to give away your very first blessing bonus. And what comes with all of, no matter what package you come in, is you get the full support of Zilis. You get a back office. You get every single resource, every single flyer, every single presentation. You get a located business site instantly as soon as you become an ambassador, no matter what level you join. And what I want to encourage you to do tonight, because I know I'm in the Central Time Zone, so I'm kind of in the middle here. It might be too late to call your ambassador and say, sign me up tonight. So for those of you that are in the Eastern Time Zone and you're getting ready to call it in, what you can do is I encourage everyone to call your credit card company and pre-approve all payments for Zilis Global. Now you might say, well, Tara, that sounds a little, what do you mean? Well, right now, Zilis, again, we're founded in Dallas, Texas, and we are based in the United States. So we are already setting up the infrastructure to go global. And our processing company is now based in the United Kingdom. So I encourage you all to call your credit card, say, please approve all purchases from Zilis Global in the UK, and then your ambassador can take you through all the rest. Get plugged in. Social media is a great tool to use. We have full presentations where, like, for example, presentation that I'm giving tonight, have our Diamond Executive Ambassadors online. We have Steve Thompson, our CEO, online delivering this presentation. We have endocannabinoid system presentations on Facebook from Dr. De Silva that you can share with people that are interested in learning not only about the product, but more about the science. There's lots and lots of websites, and we have a great support system that you contact for Zilis support. And what I want you to also do is, because I have such a good feeling that you're also motivated to become an ambassador with Zilis, every single Monday night, put on your calendar a Freedom Call. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and I got to shout out 8 p.m. Central for those Kentucky folks. And we have an hour of power where our CEO and co-founder, Stephen Thompson, spends an hour highlights us a week, new tools, new resources, and he provides mentoring and training that is world class. I don't know. I've been in the healthcare industry for many, many years, and it's not very often that I can get on the phone. Never have I gotten on the phone once a week with my CEO, and it is phenomenal. But there's also presentations like the one I'm giving tonight. There's also training every single Saturday. There's lots and lots of ways to get plugged in. Okay, I think I might have skipped ahead. I think we're done. So what I want to do now is I'm going to close this call. For coming on right at 8:45. I want to thank you again for opening your minds and opening your hearts to listen, just to listen to not only what's happening in the hemp industry, whether we like it or not, it is here. It is present, and it is affecting every single state in the United States. It's legal, but we have got a huge opportunity to help patients feel better. The benefits of the entourage effect of the ultracell full-spectrum hemp oil are bountiful. So I encourage you, number one, if you have not already, take the ultracell challenge. Take that 7-day challenge. And then, number two, I challenge you to take this amazing business opportunity. Contact the ambassador that shared tonight's call with you, and then pay it forward. Cheers and good night.